Michelle, and with my husband Mark. Here we are again. And it's the night before my procedure, which is May 5th right now. And we had our consultation this morning with Dr. Arata from Pacific Interventionalists. And I was very pleased. I mean, more so than the previous two times with Dr. Ponick. The way things turned out that second time, it didn't go well. And I understood more today than I have the previous two times. But one of the things I would say is I've been experiencing for the last 2 weeks, my veins have been like constricting. You know, they tighten and then they lose, tighten and lose, and it's very painful. And I thought, oh, great, is this going to get really serious? And fears start to set in. And so one of mine was, oh, great, I'm not going to be able to breathe. Honestly, it's gotten really carried away in my mind. But this doctor had an explanation for it, and he had an explanation for a lot of things, and he thinks he's going to do more good for me than anybody can do. Really, I mean, he wasn't saying it prideful. He was just saying it as it is, that there's a lot that they do that other doctors don't do. So, since Mark understands the technical side of it better than I do, I'm going to have him explain some of that, just so you know. Yeah.
What he was talking about was the jugular veins. Michelle was talking about she had some
Spasms almost.
spasms
Yeah.
or like some light constrictions that were up here that were painful, and what
Yeah.
was going on. And he said, well, did they balloon up back here? Did they balloon back here? And she said, yeah. And he said they would never do that because from her scans that he saw, the preliminaries before they did the first procedure back in September, he said that he saw that the bone structure around the veins up there were too close together to do anything, that they never would have gone up in there. Um, and that what they would have done is search for a membranous membrane tissue that is uh, in a ring around the jugular vein itself. It's one little membrane that they tear to open it up and to keep it open so that the flow is restored. And they're going to do that. They don't put stents up here anymore. They here at Pacific Interventionalists have never done that.
Right.
Just because they tend to migrate and it's just not a good thing. But they found that membrane tissue and they tear it and it frees up a lot of the exit flow from the brain. That's what he's going to plan to do there. The stent that he's looking to put in is probably going to be if the azygos vein down here.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, if the azygos vein down there shows that it is in fact compressed.
Which he said that they are the only ones that have the ability to see all angles of the azygos vein. I guess they have certain equipment that
Yeah,
he said that they
what
could look at various angles and be able to see if there's even part of it constricted that maybe you don't see
Yeah, what he
in,
talked about
in the
was
normal way.
the MRV scan that is usually done is in 2 dimensions,
Yeah,
and
that
from and
explains it better.
it's a snapshot click, and depending on what side of the vein that you take the picture of,
Right.
as to what it looks like. If it looks like this, it could be flat this way, but be compressed from a different angle. See, uh, and so they're going to take a multi-angle view of the
Right.
azygos and the lower veins in question. And be sure, all of you that are looking to do this, be sure and find out if you have spinal lesions because that's what we're going to point out tomorrow that she actually does have that.
I have quite a few.
They have to they at Pacific Interventionalists they need to know that there's a different tack that they
Right.
take to do the same procedure, but in a different area. They want to know that, so we're going to be sure and give them all the information we can.
Right, and they're looking at, and I mean it's a given. I mean they have absolutely no qualms about putting a stent in. So first it's going to go in the azygos, and then the other one, not sure how I'm pronouncing it, if
I
it's
don't even
even
know.
right, but it's like the iliac, and it's or something like that. But it's on your
I don't know what it
side,
is.
and it's really an important one apparently. They put stents in it all the time, and there's really no concern. He said that stents expand to the size of the vein, and that there's not going to be a problem with that. He said he's never known of anybody to have an issue with it from their facility. And they, believe me, they've done a lot more than the previous doctor that I saw. But I'm once again excited. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, there's some nervousness, but we have to wake up early. And I'll be so droggy throughout the day. I just thought I'd get this information out now because it really is something that we hadn't heard before.
Yeah.
But I had a strong feeling that the pain I was experiencing in my neck was absolutely due to the previous procedure. And I just wish I would have checked into it more to the right doctor, make sure I had the right doctor that had the most knowledge and most experience.
Yeah,
Anyways,
we
I mean,
thought
I don't want to learn this way when you're playing with your body,
yeah.
but
We thought we did, but it
yeah, we did. We thought we did. But apparently, this guy even knows more.
yeah.
So I have to say, right now, I'm putting a plug in for
Pacific.
Dr. Arata
Yeah.
at Pacific Interventionalist.
That's ARATA.
Yeah, and hopefully tomorrow after we tell him about the spine, he'll have another approach on that too.
Yeah.
So, anyways, as you know, you're going to hear a lot more from me, at least get the results of what's happened. And I promise I'll stop bugging you. But hopefully this is helping somebody. And I guess that's it. Have anything
Cool.
else?
No, that's 7 minutes is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay, 7. That's long. All right. Thanks, guys. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.